We will begin tonight with news that's local to the Northwest. First, we take a look at the discussion surrounding copper tariffs and how, in an unconventional way, they could end up helping northwestern BC. CFTK's Cael Maslin explains further.
Donald Trump's rampant tariffs have affected many different industries, and while northwestern BC's most recent concern has been the increase in duties on softwood lumber, another important item is copper. Copper is used in the making of so many different items, from vehicles to plumbing pipes to wind turbines and even clothing, because it works very well as a thermal and electricity conductor while also being resistant to corrosion. We recently spoke with the CEO of a precious metals explorer and developer called American Pacific Mining Corp., who explained why the tariffs on that particular item will not be damaging to northwestern BC.
What typically happens is you're gonna from BC or Alaska or wherever geographically, but you're going to ship this unrefined product. 99% of the time you're shipping it over to China, and then it's being shipped back as a refined product. None of that product will be affected by these tariffs. That's really sort of the key piece here.
Warwick Smith also highlighted the ways that Trump's decision to implement these tariffs could actually end up being a benefit for mines in BC and Canada as a whole.
It shone a big spotlight on what insiders have kind of known for a while, is that the world needs a hell of a lot more copper than it has access to. And so for those mines in places like Tariffs, you're making a domestic product that Canada needs quite desperately. And if there's one thing that Canada needs to do better of, it's trade within its internal borders, right, between its different provinces. Copper is not excluded from that, right? And having it domestically made is by far the best solution. This second coming of Donald Trump has been one of the best things to happen to Canada, because it's made us look internally and say, how do we do better here, right? Because your number one trade partner is unreliable. Now you've got premiers talking to each other. Okay, how do we remove all these trade barriers between these different provinces, right? You've got the Prime Minister of Canada talking about it. The stronger we are insular within our own borders, that makes us a stronger trade partner, because if you're able to trade within your own country, you can drive your price up, and you can drive a much harder bargain when you're looking outside the country as well.
But despite the positives, Warwick Smith expects that copper prices will dramatically increase in the future regardless of what happens with the tariffs, because it's a very in-demand item and there will need to be a lot more of it to keep up with said demand. For CFTK-TV News, I'm Cael Maslin.